Hi, I'm Zach. Today we will finish a regular expression. Let's begin with example, parsing an INI file. An INI file is a common format for configuration file. It's pretty simple. So comments start with semicolon and square bracket starts a new section, and in that section we have some setting, some field start with alphabet numeric characters and with a equal sign. Okay, so we have two sections here, right? And each section we have three fields, and everything else like the comments and empty lines are invalid, so we can just ignore them. Okay, here is the code. We have a path ini function which takes a string, and the current section has the name of the section and then all the fields in that section, and then the category is the variable we are going to return, which contains all the sections as an array. Okay, we split all the lines and then run a function on each line. Okay, and the function takes the string of the line as the argument, and we have a match variable here, and then here is the main part. First we find the comment and the empty lines. So we have the beginning of the input and the ending of the input. In between, we look for space. There can be more than 1 or 0, right? So if we find the space, we can ignore it because it's an empty line. It's okay. And the second part is a group, and it can be empty. That means this group doesn't exist, which means there is only space in that line. So it's an empty line, right? So in this part, we are looking for semicolon and then any character except new lines. Okay, and there can be more than one character. So that means a line starts with semicolon, right? So with this regular expression, we find the empty lines and comments, and we don't have to do anything about it, so we just return. Okay, so if it's not an empty line or a comment, we look for here the regular expression. We have the beginning of the input and then the ending, and in between we look for the square bracket and the ending square bracket, right? Between them we are looking for any character except new lines, and there can be more than one character. So this part is looking for a new section, right? When we find a new section, we change the current section to the new section, and we use index 1. That means the first group in that regular expression. So that would be this part, which means the things in between the square brackets, right? And then the field is still empty at this moment, and we push the current section to the category. Okay, and this part is for the section, and the last part is obviously for the fields. So this is the begin and then the ending of the input, And for the first group, we look for words, word characters, and there can be more than one, and you need at least one word character, right? This is the first group, and then the second group can be anything, right? Okay, so when we find the first group is the name of the setting, the name of the field, and then the second group is the value of the field, right? So we push both of them into the fields of the current section, and that's it. So if we find something else, that would be something that would be something unexpected. So we throw an error with the information of the line. And finally, we return the category. And that's how you path an INI file. Okay. We need to pay attention to the international characters. The funny thing is, in JavaScript, word characters only contains 26 characters in Latin alphabet, both upper or lowercase and the underscore character, and that's all for word character. And things like this are not word characters in JavaScript. Of course they are, but in JavaScript they are not, and they will match the non-word character group, which is uppercase W. Okay, so that's something you need to be aware. And it's not a problem for white space group, the lowercase s. It matches all the white space character in the Unicode standard. Okay, and that's it for regular expression. It's a long chapter, and let's take a look at the summary. So this means a sequence of character, right? Just ABC in slashes. And then with square brackets, that means any character from a set of characters. So it can be either A or B or C. And with the carets, that means the opposite, which means anything that's not in this set. So not A, not B, not C. And this part is a range from 0 to 9. The dash is the range. And the plus sign means one or more occurrences of the pattern X. And with the question mark, it means non-greedy, okay? And asterisk means it can be 0 or more occurrences. Question mark means at least 0 or just one occurrence. With a comma and 2 digits, that means between these two, it's a range, so between 2 and 4. And parenthesis represents group. Pipe character means any of these three, so it's like or. Okay, and this group, D means digit, and W means word character, S means space, dot or period means any character except new lines. B stands for boundary, and then caret stands for the beginning of an input. $sign is the ending of an input. Let's take a look at some methods. So test method is used to test for matching, and execute is similar to test, but it returns an array with all the matched groups, and the returned array has an index property indicates where the match started. So for strings, we have a match method, which can be used with regular expression, and then a search method will return the starting position of the match, and the replay method can be used for a replacement, or with a function. Okay. For options, we have I, which means case insensitive, and G, which means global. And the G option will cause the replace method to replace all instances instead of just the first one. Okay, and that's the end of this chapter. In the next chapter, we will talk about modules. Thanks for watching. Bye.